Hey Night Owls, welcome back to the channel. We have another Outlast Trials video for you today. First, we want to say thank you to Red Barrels for partnering with us and getting us a copy over so we could get this content out for you guys. What we're going to go over today is the general settings and the quickest way to grind to get your Rebirth tokens in Outlast Trials. So let's go over the settings first. We're going to tune in over to General, and we're going to go to Interface, and we're going to put it in Custom. On Health, we're going to go to Auto Hide. Stamina, you're going to want it in Auto Hide. Insanity, you're going to want it on Auto Hide as well. Noise Indicator, you're going to have on. Now let's go back over these. Your health, stamina, and sanity, those are going to auto hide after being displayed for a while, but obviously if your sanity meter starts to deplete, you will get to see it for a little bit of time, but then it will go away, so it won't block your area for a long period of time. The same with your stamina, and the exact same with your health. You want to get the noise indicator on if you're newer to the game, or you want to rush through games and you want to know when you're making noise or not. Go ahead and kick that on. It's going to help you out quite a bit. It's also going to help you get through your grind a lot faster to get your rebirth tokens. Now, your darkness indicator, go ahead and turn that on. It's going to let you know whenever you're standing in light and darkness. Obviously, darkness is going to let you hide a lot better. Inventory, you want it to be permanent so you can always see what's in your inventory, whether or not you can pick up new stuff, what you currently have on you. That way you can focus more on the game and less about having to worry about what you have on you and trying to sort it out. It'll be there in front of you. Keep your main objective permanent. That's going to keep you on track and on the ball without having to look away and wonder what's going on. Now, for your secondary objective, you're also going to want to keep that permanent. That's going to let you know what you can do secondary to get your bonuses. That also helped during any of the events and currently helps in your regular trials as well. Now, if you don't care about the secondary objective and you're just trying to rush, you can turn it off temporarily, but I do recommend having that on whenever we have events coming in. Aim dot, definitely keep that on. If you're a console or even a control player like myself, I've been both console and a control player on PC, having that aim dot helps tremendously on when you're looking at an item and picking it up quickly so you can get out of there really quick. Now, after you play for a while, you'll probably turn it off. You won't need it anymore. But getting used to the game, you'll definitely want it on. And when you're rushing your rebirths, you're definitely going to want to be able to grab something fast and get out of there. Being able to look down, aim it, and grab it helps so much. Now, you want to keep your group on, player names full, player names and outside view arrow, and voice chat overlay outside of gameplay. This is going to let you know who's talking when they're talking. Obviously, this isn't going to happen during your rebirth, but it will happen during your grind to get your rebirth tokens if you play with other people. I recommend just searching for a group if you don't have anybody to currently play with. Most people are genuinely excited to just rush through and get as many tokens as possible. Newer players also are happy because they get a lot of XP. And this is a great XP grind as well, so you will help yourself and them along the way doing this grind that I'm about to show you. Now next, in your gameplay, you're going to want to hide item after a delay. You don't want to run around and see the item in your hand nonstop. That can get in your way, and let's just get it off. Head bobbing, go ahead and turn that off. That's going to keep your head constantly moving. It will also mess with you whenever you're in areas when you're trying to stay still and you're worried about if you were still or if you move too much and your head's bobbing all around. And then for the rest, it really doesn't matter. If you want to turn your friend request on, go ahead. Group invitations on. I keep all this on. People can send me friends requests. I get to know if they're online or not. And group invitation request, I always keep on because I'm usually playing solo. It's easier for people to invite me into a group. Now, if you're looking for the best graphic setting and you're on PC like me, I go with borderless full screen, but you can go ahead and set that to full screen. If you're not streaming, I do borderless, so I can go between several monitors so I can pay attention to my chat, see what's going on, and look at my stats while also playing the game. But if you're not doing any of those such things and you just want to keep it all to the one game, one screen, you're not worried about extra screens, lock that into full screen. That's not going to make a difference. My resolution 1920 by 1080. Obviously, you can go higher if you have it. Refresh rate, you can also change that once you're in a full screen mode. I, again, don't stay in full screen mode, so that's not for me. Resolution scale in percent, 100%. VSync I keep on. Monitor, I keep it at a generic PMP monitor. Now, if you have a great monitor and you don't use several different types, you may change that to what monitor you're using at that point in time and get a little bit better. Now, I don't have a frame limit here. I keep that completely maxed out. No worries there. I keep HDR off during gameplay. That's just for smooth gameplay. Currently, you can crank that on if you're not streaming, obviously. If you're not recording, you're not going to be too much worried about that. Now, if you want the same settings with me with the smooth gameplay, and you have one of the newest computers like I do, you can probably go ahead and crank that on and crank everything to ultra. But if you're watching this video, you're probably looking for the best way to fine tune, and this is going to be it. Now, what I go to is geometry medium. Shadows actually needs to come back into low. We keep those shadows low so we can actually see around the map. The shadows aren't that important. So keeping them low, my graphics card will automatically set that back up each time I load back into the game, just to go based off of its performance, and I go ahead and crank it back down. I just did in that time. Let's keep our shadows low, that way you can see around, and not as much darkness area for you. Textures, I keep those high. Effects on medium, again, you can turn those up if you want. You don't want ultra graphics, even if you can. Ultra graphics are going to give you a harder gameplay experience, and you're looking to grind this out as quickly as possible. These are your best settings to keep your frames from without dropping, and to keep you running smoothly, and to keep everything visible for you while you're going at max speed instead of a slow stealth approach. Reflections you're going to keep in medium, volumetrics at medium, anti-aliasing at TAA, auto detect quality settings, keep that at run. I run DirectX 12. It also takes 11. Motion blur off. NVIDIA DLSS I keep off, and ray tracing off. Now you can turn ray tracing on if you want some better graphics. You can also turn on DLSS if you want better graphics, but this isn't about graphics at this point in time. This is about your best settings to run completely smooth without any frame drop or lag, so you don't get caught up by a monster while you're rushing for a door to a hiding spot. You don't want any of those things to happen. You don't want a frame to drop as a monster is coming around the corner and clip out and you not see it and it get you and either ruin you in rebirthing or during your grind. So these are going to be your optimal settings while we're doing that. Now we're going to dive in and just take a look at what we do here. So we're going to go ahead and apply this, exit out, and we're going to go back into resume. Now we're going to head on over to the machine, and we will show you the best trial here. When you go into select a trial, you're going to want to go into core therapy, and you're going to want to go with kill the snitch. Now, a lot of people go with cancel autopsy, and if you do go with cancel autopsy, it can be fairly quick. And I would recommend this if you're running solo to get 1 coin at a time for your rebirth. But if you can get a group of 4, you can rush this at about 2 minutes longer than running cancel autopsy, but at double the rebirth tokens. You definitely want to get these tokens. You're also going to get a little bit more XP again, and so on. So you are going to want to run this just like this, and this way you only have to run 10 matches for every rebirth as opposed to going into 20. Now, other people have gave out information saying, oh, you have to complete everything here and all 3 of them before you can rebirth. That is incorrect. I have not done my advanced therapy. The advanced therapy didn't unlock until I was able to rebirth my first time, and I don't know if that was a bug or what was going on. Now, other people might want to come in and run your weekly therapies to do it. That's not going to be your fastest way. Obviously, you can run them. You can get 2 tokens on any of your trials. The MK challenges are only going to give 1 every time. Doesn't matter how hard it changes, it's always going to be 1. So this, again, is going to be your quickest way to get this handled up. And if you want to get those so you can get over here and get your rebirths done, that's your best way to do it. And just to show you which rebirths we have done, see, we just finished a rebirth so we could get all of that cleared up. We pop in over here. And we can take a peek right here at what we've gotten unlocked in Rebirth so far. Now, these are completely random. There's no guarantee that you will get these first. I do see a lot of the Michelin Man walking around. This one here. But this was my first Rebirth unlock. This was my second. And this has been my third. And this was from the event. So I've got a few more rebirths to do. And keep in mind, as you rebirth, you're going to get a different cutscene at the end. More reason to continue to rebirth. Now, your top 3 that you get, those are from having the DLC. I did not get the DLC when they gave me a copy. at Red Barrels, but we still appreciate the copy that they did give to us so we could bring you the content. These are pretty neat. Currently, if you buy it on the Xbox or PlayStation Store, the base edition is the same price as the deluxe. Get the deluxe, it's a no-brainer. You're not going to pay anything extra, and you are going to get these at this current time. I don't know if that price is subject to change anytime soon, so if you don't have the game, by all means, get it. But obviously, you're watching this because you already have the game. So that's it for today. We're going to go in to some extra video for you and fast forward the gameplay just to show you that you can rush through it quickly in your fastest routes through there. But as always, when you're in a trial, RNG changes the locations of all the bodies, which doors are unlocked. So watch for fun. If this video helps you, make sure to like this, leave a comment below, smash that subscribe button. It helps grow this community, and we do want you as a part of the community. We enjoy that you're watching the video, but come hang out with us. And keep in mind, we are live on Twitch Tuesday through Friday, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time until midnight. Sometimes we run a little bit over if chat is hanging out and having a great time, because why not? And then on Saturday through Monday, we're on YouTube from 8 p.m. Central Standard Time until pretty late. So what's pretty late? Sometimes way past midnight. Sometimes we went until 7 a.m. Really depends on how the games are going, who all's popping in, and if people want to continue to play. I do play with viewers. You are welcome to jump in with me. Just make sure that you're subscribing here or following on Twitch, or both of them, and be over when we're live. Keep the video tabbed up while we play along so you can see what's happening and be a part of the video. But hey guys, thanks again for swinging through. Welcome back to the channel. We've got so much more content for you coming up. So stick around and check out one of these videos that's going to pop up above and see if this is something that you're interested in. But we appreciate you again. You all have an epic night.
You are powerful, you are beautiful, you are deserving of our love.